Hello, this is Sunday, March 3rd, 2024. Out here doing some, maybe it's early spring nowadays with the weather warming so much. Clean up here, picking up trash out here in the garden, but wanted to show everybody kind of what's happening already. You can see that some of the plants are already starting to come up here. This area here is all bulbs, mostly daffodils, although I think some tulips may have gotten mixed in. These were recovered, here I'll zoom in a bit. These were recovered from a city project where the city was digging up land for new construction, and they had previously had bulbs in the place. We got permission, or I got permission through a neighbor to, or a neighbor got permission for me to dig those up and replant them. So hopefully these will come up nicely over the next few weeks here. Unfortunately, you'll also see here that this rose of Sharon, let me zoom out, zoom out a bit here. This rose of Sharon, which is probably about 5 feet tall now, the rabbits have decimated it this winter. You can see they've completely eaten the bark off this. It goes all the way around. I do not expect that plant to survive at all, unfortunately. They did the same with another rose of Sharon here. I've just set up the fencing around it today, but there was fencing, but it blew over. And the wire, that one's probably going to go too. That's about a 5 foot, 4.5, 5 foot tall rose of Sharon as well, unfortunately. So the rabbits have been very active out here, but you'll also see as we come along here, so it gives you a perspective. There's the car, or there's a car. This entire area in here I've planted as a bulb garden last summer, and it spans out actually to this area here. And you can see already there's a lot of young growth coming up from these bulbs. Again, these are all various mixed bulbs. There's hyacinth in here, there's tulip in here, there's daffodils in here. It's kind of whatever I could get from wherever I could get them. So you see a lot of these things. The tulips I know are favored by the rabbits. I've seen that in the past. The daffodils are rabbit resistant, which is great. So they should survive and become perennial little bulb garden here. You can see here again a lot of daffodils. These were donated by someone who lives a couple miles away. They had dug up daffodils in their yard trying to open up a space for other plants, and they donated the bulbs to me when they heard of what I was doing, so that's great. And then you can see here the sedum, which obviously you can still see the flower blooms from last fall. It's already coming up here too. Let me zoom in here, and you can see here the green is already appearing in the sedum here, in this area. Sorry, my finger will throw things out of focus. But that's going to come back nice and strong. In addition to all of this here, moving along, sorry, and it's going to get a little bit, hopefully not too seasick, but you'll get an idea. Here's the seed. We've already had the first flowers of spring. So it's incredibly early, but you can see here, these bulbs have produced flowers already, these little snowdrop type flowers. Really amazing to me that they've already not only come up, but they've already flowered. So I guess we'll call them the first flowers of spring. I guess they're rabbit resistant because they haven't been touched at all yet, which is great. And then finally, for today's video, let me show you here. This is one of the patches of iris, bearded iris. You're going to see here again, there's green coming up there. So the bearded iris is already starting to come up. They're usually much later than the daffodils, so I'm actually surprised to see them starting to emerge already, but we'll see. And that's kind of the state of the hillside here. The ajuja is coming up as well. That's an early plant. Of course, the daylily field here is all still dead. They won't come up until much later, but that's the situation. A lot of trash out here today. I've picked up a couple small bags worth. You know, it gets blown in by the wind, people throw it in, but hopefully now that spring is coming and it looks cleaner, people will stop doing that. All right, have a great day. Sorry for the long video.